Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get towards mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play there for LA. 43 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The Chargers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And it is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, his 6th touchdown.
Take the time, take the time. Why are you breathing like that? Take the time.
And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And down he goes goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. They'll get this up to about the 44. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge him? This is going to be fun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver? Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Off the play action. Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Tua, and that's off the mark. Complete.
The offenses are always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up the screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught by his tight 20 before he's brought down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Oh, I've never seen the Mona Lisa. I don't know what that's for.
That's what it looks like.
This is a counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
If it works, it works. That seemed like an easier way to do it.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. And they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Return man down to a knee, and this will come out to a 25-yard line.
Okay, why did I? What's up with you? Yeah. What did I buy? What did I buy?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an out-boy there on 1st down? Got his hand down.
Y'all need this for y'all, bro.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
You got to take the money now. You want to hold it because you want to hold it.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Seeing so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. Pressure got low on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
This is innovation to take away of manufacturing over time.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. It's the crowd of gold. First, do no harm. Right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Tua. That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group was not playing well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards.
This budget includes funding for 200 UPN units.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Here's Tua. That is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that flag accepted. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. On play action, here's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
The reduction is complaints against the department is important, especially given the history here in this community. But do you think this change is sustainable?
I mean, listen, this is about more than just...
On third down, Achane. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That could be at the forefront of
So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll rally and stop him short of first down at about the 6. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So fourth down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've started with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Charger drive about to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Just give me a chance.
Now it's Herbert.
Take the blocking, please.
That's caught, and it's Eckler again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On first and 10, Herbert.
And
that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
The Guardians.
Herbert throwing again.
Listen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
For the fun part,
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because incompletions on first and second down. They got to worry a little bit about the clock because they prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half.
I want you to see what
If you
happens.
pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Take that taser out.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Don't worry, but he doesn't need to be. You got this.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Hill to return it. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Let's get a round of applause for Officer Stillman. Good job, buddy. And a round of applause for Piper. Come up, take a few photos with the kids. I promise you won't fight. All right, everyone enjoy their time, all right?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Achan on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
21G, 21G.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. How about this? They'll change it at the line. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Herbert on 1st down now. Now a deep one for Johnston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Time over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis and Brandon Gordon. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. For the fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One of those boys must have flipped.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's Eckler again. There he goes, right side. Down the right sideline. He may go. Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Go ahead.
From midfield, here's Tua. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Play action, now it's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Tua is going to change things up. On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Terron Johnson able to pick it. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd down and 4. Herbert now. A little short pass. This is Everett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Eckler now between the tackles, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, like he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Flushed out right. He gives it to Johnston. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. Eckler, they run left side. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. On the screen, this is Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Let's change something.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All right, let's go.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tua to throw again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
But I was able to salvage this. Can an electric do that? Not the way these are built. We've already got minutes looking for it. We'll find it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They'll try the left side. Klein, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, You're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
It's my territory. It's my fucking business. As a girl talks, there's no business.
From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal.
Goodness is always.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, one to learn, and on the other side is got it. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he went backwards. It'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Tua. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. From the gun, it's Tua. He'll dump this off to Achane. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And they'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down. Tua going to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Ready for the ball.
And they will take a knee here.
Go.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into